Okay, let's start. Today is lecture number 5. So, what are operators and how apply on bra and cat? The cat notation of standard basis vector is written as in this form, is simply called in the form of I. We can write it cat of EI is equal to simply I. And it is the bases are orthonormal if ij inner product is equal to delta ij. So today we are discussing about mathematical definition of commutators and how the operators are working in the form of standard basis of Hilbert spaces, and so how we can calculate operators in form of matrices and how we can apply different properties of commutator. So first of all, if you have A and B two operators, so what is the definition of commutator? If operator AB commute with AB is equal to BA. So if the commutator AB is equal to 0, then we say that this is commutator. So evaluate the following commutators if AB equal to AB minus BA, where A and B are operators. So how we can find these different commutators? Suppose AB equal to d square over dx square into x, and again AB equal to d over dx minus x in d over dx plus x, again in the form of integral 0 to x dx and d over dx, and in the form of d square x over d square over dx square minus x and d over dx plus x square. So there are 4 different examples of commutators. So how we can find and how we can apply this, and then we can get the value of commutator AB. Let f be an, so how we can start this? First of all, let f be an arbitrary function, so we can operate AB on f. Then what is the value of AB? First we take the value of AB d square or dx square into x operating on f, and then we apply the definition of commutator AB. The first of all, you can look back in the definition, just like in the above, AB commutator is equal to AB minus BA. So you can apply this on this example. So d square or dx square into x minus x into d square or dx square, and overall applying on f. Then d square or dx square into xf minus x into d square or dx square into f. So first of all, in the first term you can take the first derivative, and then you get the value x f dash x plus f of x, and in the second term you get minus x d or dx and again f dash x. So in the next step you can take another derivative. It means you have double derivative, so you can take another derivative, and then you can put it x f double dash x plus f dash x and f dash x, and you can get I think you can get 3 terms, and then the next one is minus x f double dash x. So x double dash x, your first and last term, they can cancel each other, and you can get 2f dash x. So again you can convert in the form of d over dx, so 2 d over dx into f of x. So in both sides you can get the value of operator AB is equal to commutator AB is equal to 2 d over dx. So in at the finally you can get the value of operator d over 2 d over dx in the form of 2 d over dx. So just I gave you one example here, so you can apply in the same way you can apply on second and third and fourth. So we can check it whether okay. So here we are considering another example, example number 1, 2, 3 and 3. So how we can apply operator or AB on F. So in the same way you can get okay, integral 0 to x dx into d over dx f of x minus d over dx into 0 to x dx f of x. So in the first term you can take derivative, so you can write it in the form of f dash x and again d over dx integral 0 to x and minus d over dx f of x 0 to x. Here the capital F mean integral of 0 to x f of x dx, because we don't know that what is the value of function f of x, so we can write it in the form of capital F of x 0 to x. This is the most general form whenever you don't know that what is the particular value of f of x, so you can write it in the form of, when you are solving the integral you can get the function capital F of x and then you can put the limit 0 to x. The next step is again you can get f dash x d of x, so you know that what is the integral of this term, so you get f of x and 0 to x. Again d or dx into f of x is equal to f of x and then you can put the limit 0 to x. So these two terms they can cancel each other or you can get 0. It means that the value of operator a b is equal to 0 in this case. Next, so here I give you one example. Prove that operator a b and c d is equal to, this is the equal to this expression. So at the home you can do it and then you can try to solve this and then you prove that how you can get left hand side, right hand side from left hand side. Everybody do this at home. Okay. Next one. Suppose if you have a and b two operators such that the value of a b is equal to, commutator a b is equal to lambda, then prove that a b raised to power n is equal to lambda n b raised to power n minus 1. Similarly, commutator a की power n into b is equal to lambda n a raised to power n minus 1, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So again also you can prove this, the next one. So okay, let's start how we can prove this. Okay, here we start this. Okay, I can, if you feel some difficulty then I can use clipboard, otherwise maybe I try to explain it here. If you understand then maybe this is not so difficult expression, so maybe you can easily understand this. Okay, we are using this definition. Okay, this is the definition, mean properties of commutators. So here this is the first one is the another property and this is another property. Okay, when a and b plus c, two operators, then they can add each other, then how you can open it. So you can get it, this expression commutator AB plus commutator AC. Similarly, if you can get A into BC, it means that two operators they can multiply with each other and then you can get the commutator relation. So you can get it AB into C because C is on the right hand side, and similarly you can get BAC because B is on the left side of C. So we are applying this definition, definition number 2 in the above example. So first of all we let f of n equal to this, because our sad example is because a b is given that lambda, so we are going to prove this relation. Okay, and then next one we are going to prove this relation, and next one we are going to prove this relation. So we are here going to prove first relation. So first of all we can put it a b n operator is equal to some expression f of n. So f of n is equal to commutator a b n. So because bn mean b1 b2 b3 and so on up to Bn. It means there are n terms of operators, n time multiplied, because B1, B2, if B2, it means that B into B, B3, B3 times multiply. So n mean n time multiply. Okay, we can apply this definition. So first of all, you can get one B outside in like this one, outside on right hand side, and then again Bn minus 1 on left hand side. So because you can write it in this form, because we can write it Bn is equal to Bn minus 1 into B. So Bn minus 1 is here and B is here. So again Bn minus 1 is here, or A and B is here. So again you can put it AB equal to, here AB is equal to lambda, because we have the value of AB, given value AB is equal to lambda. So lambda B raised to power n minus 1 in the second term. So in the first term you can write it again in the form of n minus 1, because we know that what is the definition of a b raised to power n, commutator a b raised to power n is equal to fn. So if you get a b raised to power n minus 1, you get fn minus 1. So again into b. So we get finally this is recursive relation. So now you can put it for fn is equal to 1. When you put it n is equal to 1, it means that you get it, what is the value of n minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0, and then you can get it f of 0, it means that it means 0, and then you can get it lambda b raised to power 0 mean 1, so you get it only lambda. So in the case fn1 is equal to f1 equal to lambda. Again you can put it here, again f1 is equal to here and ab raised to power 1, it means that AB, and given that AB is equal to lambda, so you can get also the value of f1 from this expression here. So again n is equal to 2, if you can put it n is equal to 2, so you when you put n equal to 2, if mean 2 minus 1 f1 into B operator, and then lambda into B, only you can get it lambda into B, because 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So again you put it f1 equal to lambda, so you put it lambda here, lambda plus lambda, you can get 2 lambda bn. So you can apply this for n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5, and so on. By mathematical induction you show that fn is also equal to a b raised to power n, commutator is equal to n lambda b raised to power n minus 1. So you can prove this relation in this form. Next, okay, if you get it a and bn commutator, so this is another way how you can open this, because a up to n, it does not mean that, it means that up to n times a multiply with each other. So this is operator b, and then you can open it again, a you get outside, and then you can get a another side outside. So you can finally get the relation this one. Okay, next, if you have another example, if you have a Hilbert space of 3-dimensional Hilbert space with orthonormal basis 1, 2, 3. So I already explained you what is the meaning of 1, what is the meaning of 2, what is the meaning of 3, because here this is 3-dimensional Hilbert space. So E1, E2, E3 are represented in the form of 1, 2, 3. So standard basis can be written in the form of 1, 2, 3, because I is equal to 1, 2, 3, J is also equal to 1, 2, 3. So in these bases are orthonormal bases. It means that inner product of Ij is equal to delta Ij. So if delta Ij I is equal to J, then you can get it 1, and otherwise equal to 0. So this is the definition of orthonormal basis. Okay, let's move on the next slide. So find the matrix operator of the following operators. Okay, first of all we start from part A, from another example. So how we can express all these operators in the form of matrices. So in the matrix representation of operators, so I gave here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 examples. So we can discuss one by one. So in the first example, you can get multiplication of cat with bra. So cat 1 and bra 1. So cat 2 and bra 2. Cat 3 and bra 3. Again, this is the 1 2 difference 2 1. 1 3 difference 2 3 plus 2 1. And again, this is another example. So these are the operators. So first of all, how we can convert these operators in representation to move on the matrix representation. So here I explained you what is the E1. E1 is equal to 1 0 0, E2 is equal to 0 1 0, and E3 is equal to 0 0 1. So when you are representing E1 in the form of a bra, you get 1 0 0. It means you get it a row vector, and then in the form of cat you get column vector. So again, when you multiply with each other, it means bra with cat. So it means you can multiply by cat with bra. So when you multiply cat with bra, it means that 1 0 0 and 1 0 0, it means 3 into 1 and 1 into 3. So the resultant got the order 3 into 3. So this is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 and 0 0. This is the matrix representation of above operator. The next, you can also prove these two, this and this. And okay, the third one and the fourth one and the fifth one, you can also prove this. Okay, we are here. When you can find all these values, then you can multiply this, and then you can get also this expression. Okay, at home you can try to get this expression also. The next one, for an operator, if the transpose of that operator is equal to same operator. If you are going to take the transpose of any operator and then you can get the same value, then this operator is called Hermitian operator. Now we shall take the transpose of above operator to check whether they are Hermitian or not. So one by one you are going to express, and then you can apply the transpose on these operators 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then you check that which operator is Hermitian and which is not Hermitian. Okay, for example, I'm trying to check it here. So this is the third one. Okay, third one. So let's move. So you can get the value of 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 1, because when you can multiply these two, you can get this matrix representation of operator, and then you can take the transpose, because these are the real values, so no need to take complex conjugate, because complex conjugate is the same. So yeah, when you take the transpose of this matrix, so you can get the same matrix, because all other entries are 0 and only this is one entry which has a value only 1. So you can get the same expression. So you say that this is Hermitian operator. The next one, if you have a like this one operator form in I and minus I and plus this. So similarly you can also express this and this, because you can take the I outside this, and then you can, first of all, you can get matrix representation of this is equal to, okay, you can get the value of this is equal to this, because you can subtract these two and then you get this expression, and then again adding this one, because you know that what is the value of this expression. So you can add these two matrices or having the same order. So you finally you get the expression this one. So now you can apply transpose and then a complex conjugate. So what is the complex conjugate of this? So complex, it means a dagger. You can take the a dagger. If a dagger is equal to a, then you say that a is, what is the value of a? So only you can take here only transpose, not taking complex conjugate. Okay, you check it. So what is transpose of this expression? You can get the same expression a. So you say that a transpose equal to a, then a is Hermitian operator. So when you are taking the complex conjugate, you can get the different expression. So when you first take the complex conjugate, then you can take the transpose. You say that a dagger. I already explained you in the our previous lectures what is the meaning of dagger. So the next one, if a is Hermitian operator, so how you can find the eigenvalues? So every matrix you can represent in the form of this. It means the determinant of a minus lambda I. Suppose let is lambda is the eigenvalue and a is any matrix though. So how you can get it? A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Determinant of a minus lambda I equal to 0. So put it value of a here and then lambda, and then this is I in form of identity matrix 3 cross 3, and then you can multiply the value of lambda inside every element of this matrix, identity matrix, and then you can subtract this and you get this expression. So finally you can take the determinant of this expression. You get 1 minus lambda into minus lambda iota minus lambda, and finally you get this. So 1 minus lambda into lambda square minus 1. So you can get the two values from this expression and one value from this expression. It means lambda equal to minus 1 and lambda equal to 1. So lambda 1 is repeated here because lambda have three values. So two values are repeated. One is lambda is equal to 1 1, another is lambda equal to minus 1. So everybody know that in linear algebra how you can get eigenvectors in the eigenstate. If you in quantum field theory, we eigenvectors are also known in the form of eigenstate. So how you can get eigenstate or eigenvector? So I left this for your for homework. So you can find these are the three values of lambda 1 1 minus 1. So you can find three eigenvectors. So okay, you can try it at your home. Any question? Okay, let's move toward question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ask question.
सर ये जो एक सेकंड पहले तो ये जो ऑप्शन है हैंड वाला मैंने कब का उठाया हुआ है वो मेरे हाथ से शो ही नहीं हो रहा.
Yes, because when I am delivering my lecture, then I can open it in full screen, so that is the main reason, I could not see it.
Sir, my question is that, sir, पिछली slide निकालें, last one slide, previous one.
Okay, I can share it. Okay, that's one. Which one?
Sir, इससे पिछली, जहाँ पे हमने ये सर, yes sir, फिर आगे जाएं सर. A ट्रांसपोज लिया हुआ सर जहाँ पे.
This one.
सर यस सर, ये A मैट्रिक्स देखिए हमारा और A ट्रांसपोज, तो फिर माइनस आयोटा थोड़ी, ये तो फिर कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट भी हुआ ना साथ में.
नो यहाँ पे देखिए एक मिनट ना, यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन हम यूज कर रहे हैं. व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ हर्मिटियन ऑपरेटर?
कि अगर एक वेक्टर हो और उसका ट्रांसपोज भी सेम हो.
हाँ, here you can see it. For an operator, if the transpose of operator is equal to same operator, then it is called Hermitian operator. So we are not here taking complex conjugate. Okay.
नहीं सर, लेकिन अगर हम ट्रांसपोज भी लें तो वो ए उसके इक्वल तो नहीं दोबारा आता. You can see the first row, sir, there is only iota, and when we convert it to transpose, we will get 0 iota 0, not minus iota.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then you can get it again transpose. Maybe we can miss something here. First of all, if the values are complex entries, then you can take a complex conjugate. It means you can take iota into minus iota, and then you can take transpose. You are right. I think
yes,
maybe
sir,
we are missing here bar.
सर हर्मिशन की डेफिनेशन भी यही है.
A bar transpose.
Yes.
In the case of if A is real, then maybe A bar is equal to A. That is why we are sometimes, you know, that if we say that if A transpose equal to A, it means that that is I think what is the if A transpose equal to A?
Symmetric.
होगा.
Or if you can put it bar, if A complex conjugate and then transpose, you can get the Hermitian matrix.
Yes.
Yeah. Or maybe यहाँ पे something is missing in the definition, because first of all you can take the transpose and then you first of all you take complex conjugate. It means A bar, and then you can take transpose. Any other question from these slides? Okay, I only left these two examples for you. Okay, this one and this one. You can, I think it's very simple and you can easily do it at home. No problem for you. The next one, okay, this one. So this is a little bit difficult for you, how you can express this very long expression. So I think that you can open it through the definition of commutators. Okay, you can apply the definition of commutators, like the definition of commutators. I mean, you can apply definition like this one, okay, you can apply this one, and then you can find the big expression this. This is little bit practical exercise. You can do it at your home. Maybe I will check it tomorrow whether you can do it or not. Understand? So right. Another one, I left this expression for you, so you can also prove this expression. So how you can get it, this value of this operator equal to this, so how you can get it? Okay, you can do it also again at home, and you can make practice. The next one is if you can also you can find the value of this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So you know that how you can transform in the form of operators in the form of matrices, and then you can also maybe you can check it whether this one is Hermitian or not Hermitian. You can take a complex conjugate, and then you can take transpose. I think okay, next one. So next one. So every, you know, in the case of every operator, when you are going to find the value of these operators, and then you can also find the eigenvalues and then eigenvectors, eigenstates. Okay, you can try it also. Find the value of eigenvectors and eigenstates and eigen